Alright, we are live for the Ravens against the Bengals. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me a second to make sure we are live. 1 second. Ravens and Bengals, yeah, we're live in the wild card round today. A few minutes ago, Oh, hold up. A few minutes ago, or actually more than a few minutes ago, the Giants defeated the Vikings, which obviously, if you guys know I am a Giant fan, I am extremely happy about. I saw your comment, you're 4 for 4 so far. Or 4-0, however you put it. But very nice, I'm 3-1. My mistake was last night with the Jaguars and the Chargers. The Chargers They chargered it. Hoping to continue having good predictions. I have the Bengals defeating the Ravens tonight pretty easily because no Lamar Jackson again for the 6th game in a row. Let me check my score real quick. And I'm also going to pull up the comments, so let me know who's going to win in the comments. And if you guys have winning, what your score prediction is. Hold on, give me a second. Alright, so let me find out my score prediction of what I said in my prediction video. Hold on. Nope, here it was. 30 to 14. So, Bengals over Ravens by a score of 30 to 14. Once again, no Lamar Jackson for the Ravens. He misses his 6th game in a row with a PCL sprain. Let me get to the inactives for each side. Give me a second. Alright, 1 second. Sorry, my computer is being a bit slow right now, so sorry if there's any type of delay or anything like that. That should fix itself. It just, sometimes it takes a minute to get up to speed and stuff like that. But, I'm pulling up the comments. So we've got the 3-seed Bengals against the 6-seed Ravens. Inactives for each side, starting with the 6-seeded 10-7 Ravens. Lamar Jackson is inactive. Other inactives, Brandon Stevens, running back Kenyon Drake, cornerback Pepe Williams, center Tristan Cowan, wide receiver Benjamin Victor, and tight end Charlie Kohler. The Ravens have 2 active quarterbacks. That would be Tyler Huntley, who will start, and undrafted rookie Anthony Brown. But it does say here Baltimore is expected to play both quarterbacks Sunday night, so that's going to be interesting. Getting to the comments, give me 1 second. Alright, here we go. Hold up, my comments didn't load. But I make sure to let me know your score prediction. I want to put out a poll in a second, so just give me a second for the comments to load. And while we wait for that, for the 12-4 Bengals, they're inactives. They are the 3-seed, the AFC North champion. Running back Chris Evans, cornerback Jalen Davis, offensive lineman Alex Kappa, tight end Devin, I don't know how to say this guy's name, Asiasi? I think that's how you say it. Defensive end, Jeff Guntner. Linebacker, Kendra Jones. Defensive end, Raymond Johnson III. Offensive lineman, Jack Carmen and Dante Smith are both active. So those are inactives for each side. No major inactives aside from Kappa for either side, and obviously Lamar Jackson as well. Give me a second. I'll get a poll out. So you guys reminding me in the comments. Give me 1 second. Hold on. It's just being slow a bit. Not sure why I restarted it. Did everything like I do usually. Ravens. Alright, so who will win, Ravens or Bengals? Make sure to vote on that poll. My vote goes towards the Bengals pretty easily, 30-14. But now another game I thought would be a blowout that was earlier today when we had the Bills and the Dolphins. I thought that game would be a blowout, and it ended up being a really, really close game. And I think that's just because they're division rivals. They've seen each other twice already this season. I addressed your comment about 4-0 so far. Hi. Go Bengals. Okay, 28-21. I could see 30-24. Another one I could see, and 30-13, and then 27-13 are your score predictions. But definitely see all those score predictions. I don't necessarily think it will be the closest game in the world, but then it could be a very, very close game because, as I said about the Bills-Dolphins game earlier, they were down to their third-string quarterback, and they still made it a close game. The Dolphins, that is, well, they did end up losing. But my score prediction is 30-14, so very close to your 30-13 score prediction. So we are expected to see both quarterbacks for the Ravens, Huntley and Anthony Brown. So Brown made his first start a week ago. And the numbers for each quarterback on the season: Tyler Huntley has appeared in 6 games. He has thrown for 658 yards and 2 touchdowns, also 3 interceptions. And Anthony Brown has appeared in 2 games, throwing for 302 yards, no touchdowns to 2 picks. Alright, so if the Ravens win this game, they will go to Kansas City to play the Chiefs, and then the Jaguars will go to Buffalo to play the Bills. If the Bengals win, the Jaguars will head to Kansas City, and the Bengals will go play the Bills. So that's the scenario for each team. So far, everyone in the poll has said the Bengals. I would agree with that. I don't necessarily think it'll be the most competitive game in the world. I think it'll be a closer game just because it's a playoff game. Both teams know their season's on the line. Hold on, sorry. I don't know why it's being slow right now. It should not be. Sorry. Alright, they're set to kick it away. Bengals going to get the ball first here. And this kick is a touchback as it bounces over the head of the return man. And Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense take the field. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we are. So from their own 25, Burrow in shotgun, he's going to hand off to Joe Mixon up the middle. Mixon with a good run to start. He gains 7 on the play before he's taken down by Roquan Smith, who actually signed an extension with the Ravens, 5 years, $100 million, making him the biggest contract for any linebacker in NFL history. Joe Burrow's numbers on the season: 35 touchdowns, 12 picks. Touchdowns is second in the NFL. Also got 4,400 yards. Here's a 2nd and 4 for the Bengals. Burrow looks to throw here. He's going to swing this out to Joe Mixon. And Mixon is going to get hit right before the first down marker. And it looks like he's going to be about a yard short. as he's forced out of bounds by Marlon Humphrey. Pulling up the rosters for each team. Give me 1 second. Okay. Alright. We're good. And it froze. Hold on. Alright, we got a first down. Small JP run runs up the middle for 2 yards on first down. Sorry, I don't know why it froze for a second. Alright, here's a 1st and 10. T. Higgins in motion, and it froze again. Why is this doing this? Hold on, give me a second. Burrow looks to throw. He's going to find Joe Mixon out of the backfield, and Mixon going to pick up 6 on the play there. Hold on, let me get this live. That was about a few seconds behind. Here we are. Now, as long as this doesn't freeze, we're good. Alright, so the Bengals with a good start to the game offensively. As picking up a first down, then gained 6 on first down play on the throw to Joe Mixon. 2nd and 4, and it froze again. Okay, hold on. Let me try closing it and reopening it. This is going to be really annoying if it keeps doing that. Sorry. Let me fix it. Alright, so we got now a 3rd down. It is 3rd down. Burrow gets sacked for a loss of 2 on the play. Sorry, I don't know why it keeps freezing. Alright. We're good here. But Jason Pierre-Paul in on the sack there. Here's a 3rd and 6 for the Bengals. Hayden Hurst motions outside. Burrow looks to throw. Over the middle, he throws. That is complete to Tyrell Boyd. Just across midfield for a Bengal first down as they convert on 3rd and 6. Bengals with 2 early 3rd down conversions so far. Good throw by Burrow there. Puts it right on target. And Boyd picks up the first down. From the Ravens 49, Burrow on the RPO throws it to Jamar Chase for a gain of 5. About 5 on the play. Jamar Chase last season in the postseason had 27 catches for 368 yards and a touchdown. And his catches and yards were most by a rookie in postseason history. Obviously, he played in the most games you could play in, playing in the wild card, divisional conference championship, and then the Super Bowl, so in 4 games. Here is the gift to Joe Mixon up the middle. Mixon picks up a first down, and more as well. He gains about 10 yards on the play, and they've been able to run the ball extremely effectively so far. As Joe Mixon has had 2 carries for 17 yards, and he also has 2 catches for 9 yards so far. Hold on 1 second. Alright, here's a 1st and 10. From the 33, Burrow, empty backfield, looks to throw here, going to escape pressure, roll out to his left, and Burrow going to take off and run. He's out of bounds after a gain of a yard. Forced out there by Patrick Queen. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay. Nine play, 43 yards drive so far, the opening drive of the game. Here is a 2nd and 9 after the scramble by Burrow for a yard. Here is a quick throw to the outside that's caught by T. Higgins. He picks up a first down and gains 11 on the play. Very good start for the Bengals offensively. As there is the first catch of the day for T. Higgins. Joe Burrow starts off the game 5 of 5 for 36 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 from the 21. Burrow in shotgun, Samaje Perine the back, wind up to the left. Burrow looks to throw here. He's going to go take a shot to the end zone for Higgins. Touchdown! Wow, what a catch by T. Higgins. And the Bengals, they get on the board first. Uh-oh, what did I just do? Alright, here we go. Sorry. I don't know why it froze right there. Oh, no, he dropped it. He dropped the ball. Sorry, I completely did not see that. I completely did not see the ball go flying free. Never mind. Sorry about that. Got all excited for no reason. I thought he came down with the ball in bounds. Play clock winding down. And let's see, they just get the snap off. Here's a quick throw outside, looking for the tight end Hurst. That's incomplete. Hey, oops, it's right. Sorry about that. I did not realize that the ball just completely popped free. Alright, 3rd and 10 here for the Bengals. Third and 10 from the 21. Ravens show blitz, and it froze. Hold on. We got a 4th and 10. Looks like an incompletion. Let's see exactly what happened. Alright, here's the replay. Sorry, I don't know why it keeps freezing. Calais Campbell sort of like a late shift. And by the way, they did end up bringing the blitz. And Burrow gets it out quickly, but it falls incomplete. Here's a 39-yard field goal attempt from the second-year kicker, Evan McPherson. 39 yards from the left hash, McPherson. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. 3-0 Bengals. Bengals so far. They have a great opening drive. Takes about half the first quarter. Burrow started off 5 of 5. He is now 5 of 8 for 36 yards. After 3 straight incompletions. Overall, that drive for the Bengals ends 14 plays, 54 yards, running the ball and throwing the ball both very effectively. Hold on, give me 1 second just to check something really quickly. Alright, but the Ravens, they're going to get the ball here, so let's see what their offense can do for their first possession. on, give me 1 second. Just to close something that I really don't need open right now. Alright, but the Ravens, they're going to get the ball. Here so far, everyone in the poll has said has said the Bengals. I would definitely agree with that. Teams have split the season series so far. Bengals won last week, 27-16, whereas the Ravens won a week ago. No, the Bengals won last week, whereas earlier in the season, the Ravens won on a Justin Tucker field goal. Evan McPherson tees it up. His numbers on the season, he's got 89 kickoffs, 51 touchbacks. Justice Hill back deep to receive for the Ravens. They're set to get the ball here. So I shall go ahead and move the ball marker. Alright, McPherson sends it away. Hill on the return from his goal line. Gets it up to the 20. Still on his feet, taken down there at the 29-yard line. Solid return there for Justice Hill. So the Ravens offense on the field, led by quarterback Tyler Huntley, and now apparently we're supposed to expect both quarterbacks tonight, Huntley and Anthony Brown, so that's going to be interesting. Huntley starts the game at quarterback, and he will begin the game in the pistol. J.K. Dobbins, the tailback behind him. Here's the gift to Dobbins running right. J.K. Dobbins makes a cut and is shoved out of bounds by Jesse Bates after getting exactly 10 yards and picking up a Raven first down as well. J.K. Dobbins hasn't seen a ton of time this season. He has played in... He missed a few games. He played in 8 games this season, averaging 5.7 yards a carry, 520 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns. Good numbers for Dobbins in his... What is this? His 3rd season? Yeah, it's his 3rd season, because he missed all last year with the ACL injury. Here's the gift to Dobbins up the middle. He is looking for space. He's going to gain about 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 6. Next week, Giants over Eagles, Buccaneers over 49ers. I hope the Giants can beat the Eagles. I don't really see it happening. They've already lost the Eagles twice. One was with the backups, but I mean, I still don't really think that's going to happen. And Buccaneers over 49ers, that could happen. Just with how dominant 49ers were the first time out, I don't see that happening. Huntley off play action, looks to throw here, rolls out, evades Sam Hubbard, and that is going to be... Holy cow, did he catch that? What a catch made by the tight end. 84 of the Ravens. 84, that is... Josh Oliver. What a catch. He bobbled it. And then he caught it. Fake throw out wide. Here is the gift to Dobbins up the middle. He's going to run for 4 on the play. Got a solid start running the football for both teams. Alright, I know I pulled up the rosters before, but I'm used to them over here. So I'm just doing it over here now. And I put it on the other computer because this one was being slow at first, and I didn't want anything to slow down the stream. Alright, here we are. Second and 6 here inside Bengals territory at the 46. Justice Hill exits the backfield. Huntley looks to throw. He's going to throw into a tight window and intercept it! On the return here, blockers in front. He's tripped up just as he crosses into Ravens territory at the 46-yard line. Picked off by 59. That is Akeem Davis Gaither. I don't know if I said his name right. But trying to force the ball to Mark Andrews right there. He's double covered. And Huntley gets picked. No, that was not his first pass attempt of the game. I thought it might have been, but then it wasn't. He had the other 7-yard completion to Josh Oliver, where he made the juggling catch. Now I remember that. Alright, so the Bengals going to get the ball here when we switch to ball marker after the pick. A great start for the Ravens running the football, but when they go to the air, not the greatest, as they got picked off on their second pass attempt. Alright, so waiting for them to come back from a commercial break here. Let's see what the Bengals have in store for their second possession of the day. The first one ended in a field goal. Alright, so there's still a commercial here. So waiting for him to come back after the pick. Alright, now they're back from commercial here. Alright, here we are from the 40. Oh, I guess he was down right there and there was no return. I thought he got up and returned it. He did get up and returned it, but apparently he was down by contact. Burrow, empty backfield. He's going to fire over the middle. This caught by his big tight end, Hayden Hurst. He's got a first down, and the offensive line comes to give him a push. He is able to get about 12 yards on the first down completion. Here's the pick again. The ball comes out way late, and it's not the greatest throw. Because he's got space. They just showed it and circled it on the screen. He had space if the ball comes out right at his break. Here's the toss to Joe Mixon to the outside. He is stopped for about half a yard by Patrick Queen. But Huntley late with the ball, then allows the linebacker to get in position to pick the ball off. 2nd and 11 after the loss of 1 on the yard. Loss of 1 on the play, sorry. The Ravens defense, following an offensive turnover against the Bengals, they've allowed 4 touchdowns off 5 turnovers, and they took that away before I could read the rest of it, sorry. 2nd and 11 here from the 48. Burrow in shotgun. Looks to throw here, going to throw it quickly to the outside. This caught by Jamar Chase, and he's going to get about 3, maybe 4 yards on the play, about 3, before he's taken down by Roquan Smith. Roquan Smith, a great addition to the Ravens so far, after coming over at the trade deadline in a trade with the Bears. He's got 86 tackles on the season. Not sure if it'll split it up between... No, it doesn't split it up between the two teams. Here's a 3rd and 8 after a 3-yard completion to Jamar Chase. Burrow looks to throw here. Plenty of time. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's caught by Jamar Chase for a first down at the 32-yard line. And the Bengals pick up yet another third down. As they've been good on third down, only one third down play where they don't convert. That was the play where the Ravens forced a field goal. Jamar Chase, 3 catches for 20 yards so far today. From the 33, Burrow looks to throw. He's pressured, steps up in the pocket. Now he goes down. That is James Houston with the sack. Looks like he was going to get away, but then Houston kept hold of the back of his jersey. And Burrow goes down for the sack, sacked for the second time today. James Houston, 9.5 sacks in the regular season. He gets his first here in the postseason. Two sacks for the Ravens so far today. Second and 19, 9-yard loss there on first down. Burrow looks to throw underneath. That's caught by Higgins. And he's going to get taken down after about a gain of 7 on the play. And it will still be a third and long here for the Bengals. Joe Burrow was sacked in the first 8 games. He was sacked 29 times. That was the second most in the NFL. In the last 8 games, he was taken down 12 times, the third fewest in the NFL. Now, you do have to remember the Bengals are missing starting right tackle Leo Collins, who tore his ACL, and then Alex Kappa as well, who I believe is their right guard. He's one of their guards, either right or left guard. I think he's their right guard. Burrow looks to throw, gets it out quickly to the outside. This is caught by Jamar Chase, and he's able to work around Marcus Peters and get it to the 20-yard line. And the Bengals convert on yet another third down. Let me check exactly where Kappa plays. He's a guard, I know that. Let's see, depth chart. Kappa is their right guard. Alright, here we got a 1st and 10 from the other of the red zone at the 20. Burrow is going to hand off to Joe Mixon. And Mixon taken down right there by Marcus Peters after a gain of 1. Not much space there. And we got a late flag that comes in. Some sort of unnecessary penalty at the end. Joe Mixon and Marcus Peters going after each other. 56 seconds to go in the first quarter. And we see... Is this our first flag of the game? I think it is. Let's see what the flag is going to be. After the play, we got unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting on Marcus Peters, as he got in the face of Joe Mixon after he stopped him. Marcus Peters has always been that type of player where he'll get penalties like that. And he picks one up early in today's game. So far, the results in the poll, 86% of you guys have said the Bengals, 14% of you have said the Ravens. 1st and goal from just inside the 10-yard line. Burrow looks to throw here. He is going to find P-Ryan at the backfield, and he shoved it to bounds. Flag down in the play, but shoved out at the 1. 40 seconds to go. We got holding, so that play is going to come back. That'll come back. It is on Jonah Williams, their left tackle. So that play will back him up to a 1st and goal from, I believe it's going to be the 20 here. Jonah Williams has allowed 12 sacks this season. That's tied most in the NFL to Titans' Dennis Daly. 1st and goal here from just inside the 20. Burrow, play action, quick throw to Jamar Chase. And Chase is able to get the penalty yardage back, plus picking up 3 to get it down to the 7-yard line. And make this a lot more manageable for the Bengals. And that's also going to bring us to the end of the 1st quarter, I believe, as, yeah, they're not going to run another play. They've got 5 seconds left. Quarter number 2, Bengals lead 3-0. In a position to go up 7-0. To go up 10-0 after the if they score a touchdown. Alright, so Bengals lead 3-0, end of 3. The Ravens with 1 offensive possession. On that possession, they ran the ball effectively before they threw a pick. Now, the Bengals, they've been good so far. And what was I just saying? The Bengals, they've been great so far. Through the air and on the ground. On the ground, pretty good. They've got 3.3 yards a carry. But I feel like they've been able to run the ball pretty effectively, especially with Joe Mixon. And through the air, they've been great. 98 yards so far for Joe Burrow, and also 1 rushing yard. Alright, so waiting for him to come back from commercial here. Bengals with a great start in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up by putting a touchdown on the board early in the 2nd quarter. Alright, they're back here. 2nd and goal for the Bengals. From the 7-yard line. Burrow looks to throw here on 2nd down. He's going to check it down to Jamar Chase, and Chase in for a touchdown. Jamar Chase gives the Bengals a touchdown on the first play of the 2nd quarter. It is now 9-0, 10-play, 60-yard drive, taking 6:01 off the clock, and the Bengals capitalize off the Tyler Huntley interception. Jamar Chase just stops right in front of Joe Burrow, and Burrow finds him as the open receiver, and Jamar Chase then doesn't have to do much. He catches it about the 2, and then he's into the end zone for a touchdown. McPherson's extra point is no good. He missed it wide right. That was a bad extra point there for McPherson. But still a 9-0 lead here for the Bengals, as Joe Burrow throws a 7-yard touchdown to Jamar Chase. And now, McPherson, he had a solid season. A little bit of a rough start. And overall, when you look at his numbers, he wasn't great. Because when you look at these compared to other kickers, he is 82.8% on field goals. That's 28th in the NFL, so bottom 4. Then he's 34th on extra point percentage. He's only going to make 9 of 10 at 90.9%. He's long as 59, that's good. Tied 6th in the NFL. But, I mean, just not the greatest season for Evan McPherson. He had a better season as a rookie, but still a solid season, I would say. Not necessarily when you compare him to other kickers around the league, but still, it's been okay. Alright, so waiting for him to come back from commercial break yet again. After the touchdown, let's see what the Ravens offense can do. As they had a good start running the football, then they went to the air. They had one spectacular catch by Josh Oliver, their second or third string tight end. But then the pick was thrown by Tyler Huntley. Alright, still waiting for them to come back. Alright, now they're back from commercial. Ravens set to get the ball here on the kickoff. The final playoff matchup in the AFC. If the Ravens win, they will go to Kansas City. If the Bengals win, they will go to Buffalo. McPherson sends it away. Justice Hill back deep will let it bounce to back the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens offense will begin at their own 25-yard line. Missing pieces to the puzzle, Ravens offensively. Lamar Jackson has been out. They have 24 points a game in Lamar Jackson starts. Since then, they've averaged 13 points a game in their last 5 games, that is. And that is the second fewest in the NFL over that span. They're the first team to enter the postseason with 17 or fewer points in their last 6 games. First and 10, Huntley begins under center. Play action is going to roll out. And he's going to sidearm this to the fullback right guard. That one is too low and it falls incomplete. Alright, so second and 10 here for the Bengals. $14:51 to go here in the first half. Huntley looks to throw. Quick throw on the slant that's caught by 82. Who is that? I have no idea who that is. Hold on. 82. That is Sammy Watkins. He's back on the Ravens. I did not realize he was back on the Ravens. I knew he was cut by the Packers after that's where he was in the preseason and through the first few weeks. Then he got cut, and now apparently he's back with the Ravens. The other kind of just bounced all over. All over the tight end in motion. First and 10. Here is the gift to Gus Edwards. He looks for a lane. He's going to gain 6 on the play. Good run for Gus Edwards on his first carry of the day. 2nd and 4 here for the Ravens. Huntley in shotgun. Right guard, the fullback in motion. Here is the give to Dobbins up the middle. Dobbins is going to give about half of what they need. Maybe he's able to get a 3rd yard there. I think he's able to get that 3rd yard. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Ravens. 3rd and 1 to be exact. Dobbins now exits the game, and Gus Edwards re-enters at running back for this upcoming 3rd and 1. Here is the give to Edwards. Going to bounce it outside, and he's able to pick up 1st down. Taken out at the 50, gains 4 on the play, and move the sticks for the Bengals. So now 1st and 10 here for the Ravens, running the ball effectively. It's how they're going to have offensive success in this game, because Tyler Huntley's not the greatest passer in the world. He's okay. Here's the give to J.K. Dobbins running right. Gets a big hole from the offensive line, and he is still on his feet, taken down after a gain of 13. Great run there by Dobbins on 1st down. And he's been great running the football so far, as he is now up to, I don't know if this is updated, 5 carries for 34 yards. Yeah, 5 for 34. In his last 4 games, he has about 400 yards and a touchdown on just under 60 carries at 57. Here's the fake quick throw outside. Here's the gift to Dobbins up the middle, and he's able to gain a yard. Not a whole ton of space for Dobbins to run on that play. Second and 9 here for the Ravens from the Bengals' 36-yard line. Gus Edwards exits the backfield. Here's the throw. That's complete to DeMarcus Robinson for the catch. He's able to gain about 8 on the play to make this a 3rd and short. It's going to be another 3rd and 1 here for the Ravens. Good throw from Tyler Huntley as well. Third and 1. Mark Andrews now motions into the backfield. They just handed the ball off to Mark Andrews. He's short anyway. Barely able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not ever do you see a team hand the ball off to their tight end. That's called creative. They just handed the ball off to their tight end, Mark Andrews. Interesting. Stopped there by Sam Hubbard. 4th and 1. They're going to line up to go for this. We've got 3 tight ends out there. And timeout called for by the Ravens. Apparently they don't love the defensive look the Bengals give them, and they'll have time to talk it over to figure out if they want to go for it or if they're going to be if they're going to end up settling for the field goal attempt. 4th and 1. It appears as if they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. 4th and 1 here. According to Next Gen Stats, they got a 69% chance to convert with a run, 55% chance to convert with a pass. 4th and 1 here, 9:53 to go in the first half or the second quarter, however you want to look at it. 4th and 1, Huntley in the pistol. He's going to keep this one on the option, cut up the middle, and he is going to be very close. I think he's just short. The spot comes in as a first down. That's the first down. I thought he didn't get much. I thought he was going to be short. Let's see. He's got the option to hand it off or keep it. He keeps it. Yeah, actually, he does have it. Got driven back a bit. I did not realize he got the ball right there. I did not. I thought he was a bit short. Here's the gift to J.K. Dobbins running left, and he's stopped right there at the line of scrimmage. Maybe able to get a yard, not a whole ton of space. Stop made by 95 of the Bengals. That is Zach Carter, rookie out of Florida. Second and 9 here for the Bengals. For the Ravens. Huntley winds up under center. J.K. Dobbins, the tailback. Play action. Huntley looks to throw. Evades one linebacker on the blitz. He's going to find Mark Andrews for a first down and get it down to the 11-yard line. Good pickup there on 2nd and 9. As the Ravens offense moving the ball here on their second drive. And have it inside the red zone at the 11. And he's also able to find Mark Andrews, tight end, by far the best receiving option we've got on this team for the first down as well. 1st and 10 from the 11. Reichert, the fullback in motion. Huntley, play action. He's going to try to get the edge and run for it. And he's going to be able to do that and get 2 yards on the play. I did not think he was able to get that edge, or would be able to get the edge. But he does have good speed. And he was able to do that. Right away, it didn't look like he was going to pass. I guess because the fact they pull the lineman gives it away. But, I mean, he could have. He had Josh Oliver as someone to throw the ball to. I think the offensive lineman would have been a bit too far downfield. Actually, no. They weren't. So it was kind of like an RPO right there. Where he's got the run or the pass. Ends up taking off for 2. Maybe 3. 2nd and 7 here. Huntley hands off to Dobbins, looking for space. Dobbins is going to gain 2 on the play to make this a 3rd and 5. From about the 6th first down inside the 1-yard line for the Ravens. And we have 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. The Ravens offense in their last 5 games have the second worst touchdown percentage in the NFL. Only the Jets are worse. They've gotten 14 drives in the red zone, 4 touchdowns. 3rd and 5 here. Huntley looks to throw. Now he looks to take off and run. He's going to roll out right. Flag flies. And Huntley is just going to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's dropped. Let's see. What's the flag? And also, well, that's really what's going to depend here, because if the play stands, they're going to kick a field goal. You're not going to go for it here on 4th and 5. So the flag on the play is personal foul, face mask on the Bengals. That's actually going to give the Ravens a fresh set of downs and move them half the distance to the goal. It's on rookie Daxton Hill. He's lined up in the slot on, I believe that's Isaiah Likely, the tight end. Yeah, gets his hand caught up there in the face mask. That is Likely, by the way. And let's say first down for the Bengals. Sorry, for the Ravens. Sorry if I might do that from time to time. Sorry about that. 1st and goal from the 3 here. Reichert, the fullback in motion. The gift to Edwards up the middle. He is just able to get back to the line of scrimmage. No space there beyond the line of scrimmage for him to run. Now the Ravens, when they're going against a good offense like the Bengals, and when you're without your starting quarterback, you're going to need to score touchdowns whenever you can. Here's a great opportunity. and they really need to be able to punch this one into the end zone. Second and goal here. Edwards exits the backfield here. Is like a little speed option. Huntley going to get it down to the 2-yard line. Looks like he had a speed option where he could have tossed it outside to Edwards if he wanted to. Opted to keep it. Speed option, power option, whatever you want to call that. But a lot of what the Ravens do offensively is centered around the quarterback position, having a mobile quarterback. I mean, the system they're accustomed to is what fits Lamar Jackson's play style. And Tyler Huntley is a similar quarterback. Not quite as dynamic of a player or the passer Lamar Jackson is, but can still do some similar things as you see on that play. We have an empty backfield here for Huntley. Actually, never mind. Dobbins motions into the backfield. Third and goal. Huntley looks to throw. He's going to find Dobbins out of the backfield. Dobbins reaches for the pylon. Touchdown! He lost the ball, but broke the plane before he lost the ball. And touchdown for the Ravens. 17 play, 10-minute drive. Well, long drive there for the Ravens. 17 play, 75 yards. Yep, breaks the plane before he loses the football. And he lost the football when the football made contact with the ground. Now, as long as his knee's not down, I believe he's in. It is now 9-6, and the extra point from Justin Tucker will make it 9-7. Let's see. Oh, maybe they're going to take a longer look at this. Can't tell from that angle. It clearly breaks the plane. No doubt about that. It's when the knee is down. The knee is down right there. I think he broke the plane before that. That should be a touchdown. Oh, here's a great angle. Right there. Yeah, I think he's in. .453 to go here in the second quarter. .9-6 Bengals lead, about to be 9-7 after the extra point as soon as they confirm this play. It was a close play. Didn't break the plane by much, but broke the plane. Alright, now they confirm it. Tucker on for the extra point. And his kick up and good to make it a 9-7 ball game. As the Ravens get on the board with a long 10-minute, 17-play drive. And now, they haven't thrown the football a ton. They threw it, what was it, 5 times on that drive. They went 4 for 5 on that drive for 36 yards and a touchdown. But they ran the ball a lot. They've run the ball 15 times already. And I would expect them to do that a lot. Try to run the football as often as possible, as I do believe that gives them the best way to have some success offensively. Alright, the Bengals going to get the ball here after the kickoff, so I'm going to go ahead and move the ball marker over from the Ravens to the Bengals. And let's see if the Bengals can continue scoring on every drive so far. They've got a field goal and a touchdown, although the extra point was incomplete. Alright, so waiting for them to come back from commercial break here after the touchdown, and we wait to kick off for the Bengals to get the ball. But while we wait, make sure to like the stream and subscribe, as I would greatly appreciate that, and it would also help the stream reach more people. So I would greatly appreciate if you guys can do that, if you have not already. They're back from commercial break here. Alright, 4:53 to go here in the first half. Bengals gonna get the ball up at 9-7. Justin Tucker kicks it away. And this kick will be returned from the 4. On the return, good space. On the return, he stumbles and is taken down there at the 30-yard line. And that's where the Bengals offense will take over. So it's starting field position at their own 30-yard line. Alright, 1st and 10 here. Hayden Hurst, tight end in motion. Burrow in shotgun. Joe Mixon lined up to his right. Mixon going to get the give here on 1st down up the middle for a gain of 3. And now both teams have actually been able to run the ball pretty effectively. Bengals haven't ran the ball as much as the Ravens so far, but they've definitely had success when they've opted to go run the football. 3-yard run that time. 2nd and 7 here. Empty backfield for Joe Burrow. He looks to throw, going to get it out quickly. That is knocked away, looking for Jamar Chase. Marcus Williams makes a play on the ball in coverage there for the Ravens. Great play made by Marcus Williams, coming up and making a play on the football right as Jamar Chase gets there. Here's a 3rd and long for the Bengals. They're 4 of 5 on 3rd down, average 7 yards to go. That's exactly what this is, 7 yards. Burrow looks to throw. He's going to step up in the pocket and throw across the middle. That's caught by T. Higgins across the 45 to the 46 for a Bengal 1st down. And the Bengals pick up yet another 3rd down. They're now 5 of 6 for 3rd down. Good throw by Joe Burrow there. Gets to T. Higgins. He's 13 of 17 for 117 yards and a touchdown so far. T. Higgins 3 catches, 32 yards. Burrow looks to throw. He's pressured. And over the middle, that's incomplete, off the hands of Jamar Chase. He says that's on him. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. .329 to go in the first half. 2nd and 10 for the Bengals. Bengals with 3 timeouts remaining. Ravens with 2. Burrow looks to throw. He's pressured. He falls down and is then touched down by contact. A loss of 6 on the play. And Dafe Owe, I think, is going to be the one to get credit for the sack. He was working against the left tackle, Jonah Williams. I believe that's his name, right? Jonah Williams? Or if I had that wrong. No, Jonah Williams, their left tackle. He, hits Burrow and makes him uncomfortable, and then he falls down. Joe Burrow has been sacked the 2nd most times at 22 in his first 5 postseason games. He looks to throw here. He's going to dump this off to his tight end, Hayden Hurst, on 3rd and long, and he loses the football. Ball's free. Let's see who has it. The Ravens say they have it. It is Let's see. No signal yet. Ravens football. They forced the ball free. I didn't even see the ball come out. I just saw everyone scrambling for the football. Kyle Hamilton puts his shoulder on the football and knocks it out, recovers it as well. Great play made there by the rookie. And the Ravens have great starting field position after their defense comes up big and forces a turnover. Alright, so the Ravens, they will turn over after their defense forces a turnover. That will be at the Bengals' 39-yard line. Some updated results from the poll. 88% of you guys have said the Bengals. 12% of you guys have said the Ravens. Hold on, let me just check something really quickly. Alright, but waiting for them to come back from commercial here after the Ravens defense comes up big and forces a turnover. And they're going to need their defense to come up big on and make big plays like they just did, because the offense hasn't been great lately. Without Lamar Jackson, I believe they have only scored a max of 17 points a game. Let me check real quick. Let's see. Without Lamar Jackson, he got hurt against the Broncos. They then scored 16, 3, 17, 13, and 16. So the most they've scored without him is 17 points. And, I mean, you're going to need more than 17 points to beat the Bengals. So if your defense can put you in good starting field position and make big plays, maybe even get some kind of defensive touchdown, that would be huge for the Ravens. We've got 2:38 to work with here and 2 timeouts as well. Bengals with all 3 timeouts remaining. So inside Bengals territory at the 44. Huntley in shotgun. He is going to hand off to Gus Edwards. Edwards makes it through the line of scrimmage and is able to gain 5 on the play on first down. Alright, so here is a 2nd and 4 here for the Ravens. Each side has now turned the ball over once. Huntley in the pistol. Edwards the back lined up behind him. And we've got a 2-minute warning here. Was not even paying attention to the clock. He's trying to draw him off sides, it seems. So 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And the Ravens with the football at the Bengals. Let's see, where exactly are they? At the Bengals' 38-yard line after the first down play and after the turnover as well. Alright, so waiting for him to come back from commercial break here. Now, if you're the if you're the Ravens, you probably try to make this the final drive of the half, because they didn't get the opening kick, right? Let me just check. No, the Bengals got the opening kickoff. Then if you're the Ravens, you score a touchdown here, and then you could also score again and go up like 21-9 without them even touching the football. That would be probably best case scenario for the Ravens. And then you can score here, then it'll go to the half, and then you can score again. Still waiting for him to come back from commercial, so as we wait. Alright, still waiting for him to come back from commercial. Sorry, this seems like a really, really long commercial. Alright, here's the give to Gus Edwards on 2nd and 5. He's going to run for 6 and pick up a Ravens first down as well. Now, I'd expect him to keep the clock moving and try to make this the final drive of the half. By the way, Jonah Williams, Bengals left tackle, walking to the locker room. Was down in the play grabbing his knee. The left looks like a left knee injury, if that's... that was what he was grabbing after the play. Bad snap, Huntley over his head. Pick this up. He's got to throw it away. Downfield instead. Finds Josh Oliver. Oliver breaks free. Or rumbles while Jesse Bates trying to pry the ball free. And Oliver inside the 15-yard line. What a play there for the Ravens. Goes from disaster, horrible snap over his head. And then goes and makes a big play down the field. Wow. What a play. I was just thinking throw it away. Instead, he finds Oliver downfield. And then instead, Jesse Bates, instead of tackling him, decides he's going to try to pry the ball out. And let Oliver go run for another, 10 yards. 6 of 8, 62 yards, a touchdown, and a pick as well for Tyler Huntley so far. He looks to throw here. He's going to set up the screen to Justice Hill. He's got some blockers. Hill weaving his way inside the 5-yard line. He's taken down at a little inside the 5 at either the 5 or the 4. Eli Apple down in the play. For the Bengals, 26 seconds to go in the half. Bengals head coach Zach Taylor upset about something on the sideline. He's talking to the ref about it. Just runs into his own man. So that's what happened to Apple on the play. But hopefully he's okay. And hopefully he's okay for the Bengals. That's also the Bengals' first timeout. Spend the timeout due to injury inside 2 minutes to go in each half. So now each side with 2 remaining with 26 seconds as well. Alright, so waiting for him to come back from commercial after the injury. Obviously, hopefully Eli Apple is okay. And the ball is currently on the Cincinnati Bengals 5-yard line. So still a commercial, still waiting for him to come back. There's still a commercial. Alright, they're back from commercial here. So ball in the 5. It's going to be a 2nd and 1 for the Ravens. Huntley in the pistol. He's going to hand off to Gus Edwards up the middle. Edwards picks up the first down at the 4, and that is where he's taken down by DJ Reader of the Bengals. And the Ravens also spend their second time out there with 23 seconds to go. They try to make sure they're able to get it in the end zone. And they go to yet another commercial. Wow, they really like their commercials. Alright, so they're a commercial yet again. I'm still waiting for them to come back. Alright, so let's see what the Ravens opt to do when they come back. From the timeout here. We've got one remaining, Bengals with 2. Alright, there's still a commercial. Alright, now they're back. 9-7 current score, 23 seconds to go in the half. 1st and goal for the Ravens. Alright, 1st and goal. Huntley in shotgun. Watkins is man in motion. Huntley rolls right. Looks back left. Finds Mark Andrews. He's going to get taken down inbounds at the 4. And the clock is stopped with 15 seconds to go. It appears as if the Ravens spend their 3rd and final timeout. Yes, they do. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, the Ravens spend their 3rd and final timeout there. Now here you have a shot to the end zone, and then if not, just kick the field goal, because it'd be fourth down anyway. Now, if that was just first down, then you've still got second and third down, so you've got two shots to the end zone. But no, that was first down. Sorry, what am I saying? Second and goal here, 16 seconds to go in the half. Reichert, the fullback, in motion. Huntley, again, rolls right to the end zone, incomplete. Looking for Demarcus Robinson. And that pass falls incomplete. Here's a third and goal with 13 seconds to go. So the clock right now is not an issue, as if you get if you get quick plays like that, it doesn't really matter. As you see, that play takes 3 seconds off the clock. Oh, I think that pass was actually deflected by Logan Wilson, the linebacker. He might have gotten a hand on it. It's hard to tell. Third and goal, play clock winding down, and timeout called for by the Bengals, their second of the half, with 13 seconds remaining in the half. And in a way, that actually helps the Ravens. The play clock was winding down. I think they would have gotten the snap off, but the play clock was under 3 seconds to go. So now, third and goal here for the Ravens. We've got an injury update on Eli Apple. So Eli Apple is good to go, so glad to see he's okay. After being down on the field before. Third and goal from the 4. Huntley looks to throw. That is going to be incomplete. Not really the greatest attempt at a touchdown anyway. But fourth and goal. Ravens will be forced to kick a field goal. It will give them the lead, though, if it is good. If you do recall, the Bengals missed the extra point earlier. Justin Tucker has the most field goals made and field goal attempts in the NFL. 37 made, 43 attempted, 58 is the long on the season. He's made 86% of his field goals. To make it a 10-7 game heading into the half, 22 yards away from the right hash. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is up and good. It is 10-9 Ravens. As they take the lead, and will most likely take the lead into halftime unless kickoff return for a touchdown or something crazy like that happens. As only 7 seconds for the Bengals to work with, I would imagine they'll just take it to the half. Even though knowing they can go down, but I mean, what are you going to do in 7 seconds? I mean, really you could have 2 plays, but I mean, unless you're going to go take a shot down the field, it's going to take like 5-6 seconds. And then call a timeout like that. I just don't really see them doing that. But 7 seconds to go. Bengals going to get the ball here. This is the first postseason meeting between these two teams, two division rivals, Bengals and Ravens. Seven seconds to go in the half. Justin Tucker with a little squib kick, forcing them to field it. It is fielded on the return here. He's taken down at the 25, and that's actually a really smart play by the Ravens. because it bounces essentially all the way to the goal line. They're forced to field it. And now with 3 seconds to go, I'm just going to take a knee. Jackson Carman enters at left tackle for the Bengals. As you recall, Jonah Williams is in the locker room. They're just going to take a knee, so they'll take it to the half. So at the half, Ravens actually lead this one 10-9. Alright, but Ravens lead this one 10-9 at the half because of a Bengals missed extra point. I'm going to go take a very short break as I do at halftime of every game. But give me 1 second. But make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already. Let me know your updated score prediction at the half. Who you guys have winning, if you're going to stick with your original prediction, or anything like that, or change it. I'll let you guys know mine when I get back. Also, my updated score prediction if I'm going to stick with my original prediction of the Bengals. Wait a minute. Hold on. Something did not work correctly. Hold on. Give me a second. One second. Let's try that again. No. Everything actually worked fine the first time. That was just me. I'm not paying attention to something. But, make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already. Let me know your updated score prediction. Who you guys have winning. And I'll let you guys know my prediction when I get back. I will see you in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Thank you guys for staying with me. But, the Ravens lead the Bengals 10-9 at the half. And, my updated score prediction and prediction overall, I'm still going to end up taking the Bengals. I still think they're going to be able to get the win. Not the greatest first half for them. It would be a tie game if they'd missed the extra point. So, I'm going to stick with the Bengals as my prediction. But, results in the poll, 67% of you guys said the Bengals, 33% say the Ravens. A game I could still very much see go either way. But, I would go with the Bengals, and let's see, what score are we going to go by? We're going to go with an updated score prediction of... So my updated score prediction, I'm going to stick with the Bengals. I think they're still going to be able to get the win. I think they're going to be the better team. It was a big defensive performance by the Ravens in the first half, with a forced fumble, recover the fumble, and 3 sacks as well. Now, I'm going to go Bengals by a score of... We'll go 27-17 Bengals. So that's my updated score prediction. Let me know your updated score prediction in the comments. But let me know your updated score prediction. But going over some player stats from the first half. We'll then get to team stats after. For the Ravens, Tyler Huntley, 8 of 12 for 70 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Rushing for the Ravens, J.K. Dobbins, 8 carries for 38 yards. Gus Edwards, 6 carries, 23 yards. Tyler Huntley, 3 carries for 6 yards. And Mark Andrews, a carry for a yard. No yard, sorry. Receiving, Josh Oliver, 2 catches, 26 yards. Mark Andrews, 2 catches for 13 yards. Sammy Watkins, 1 for 12. Justice Hill, 1 for 9. Demarcus Robinson, 1 for 8. And J.K. Dobbins, 1 for 2 and a touchdown. Patrick Reichard, the fullback, was targeted once but did not come away with the catch. And passing for the Bengals, Joe Burrow, 14 of 19 for 122 yards and a touchdown. Rushing, Joe Mixon, 5 for 20. Samaje Perine, a carry for 2. Joe Burrow, 2 for nothing. And receiving for the Bengals, Jamar Chase, 6 for 52 and a touchdown. T. Higgins, 3 for 32. Hayden Hurst, 2 for 18. And Tyler Boyd, 1 for 11. Joe Mixon, also 2 for 9. And team stats. First downs, that's actually in favor of the Ravens. They have 12, Bengals with 10. Total plays, each have run 30. Total yards, also pretty even. Total yards, 137 for the Ravens, 127 for the Bengals. Total drives, 3 for the Ravens, 4 for the Bengals. Yards per play, we've got 4.6 yards a play for the Bengals. For the Ravens, 4.2 for the Bengals. 70 passing yards for the Ravens, 105 for the Bengals. Rushing yards, that's led by the Ravens, 67 to 22. Penalties, 3 penalties in the entire game. 1 penalty for 10 yards by the Ravens, 2 for 13 for the Bengals. Each team's turned the ball over once. The Bengals lost a fumble. The Ravens threw a pick. And time of possession also pretty even, 15:07 for the Bengals, 53 for the Ravens. Alright, the second half set to begin in a little bit. Should be after they come back from this commercial break, I believe. Some updated results from the poll. 69% of you guys have said the Bengals, 31% of you have said the Ravens. I would still agree with the majority. Alright. So they're back from the commercial break. Second half set to start. So I will get the quarter 3. Sorry, I can't spell right now. There we go. Quarter 3. And ball marker will be with the Ravens. No punts for the game. I just saw they had that up on the screen. Alright, so the Ravens, they're going to get the football here to begin the second half. Justice Hill back deep to receive for the Ravens. McPherson has it teed up and is set to send it away. And the second half is underway. Hill from the 2 on the return. He's going to get tripped up at the 20-yard line. Great kick coverage there by the Bengals. Alright, Ravens with the ball here at the own 20. Huntley in the pistol. By the way, Bengals injury update. Jonah Williams, their left tackle, questionable to return with a left knee injury. Here's the give to J.K. Dobbins running left. Makes a cut. Dobbins turns upfield and is able to gain 13 on the play. Nope, still going. Actually 15 on the play after he is slowed down, but still able to keep going for 15. Solid run there. Actually, really good run there for J.K. Dobbins on first down. J.K. Dobbins, a second-round pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. Out of Ohio State, he's currently 24, got 9 carries for 53 yards so far today. Isaiah Likely, the tight end in motion. Fake the screen, now they're going to dump it off to Dobbins underneath for about a gain of 3 before the tackle made it there by Sam Hubbard. Hubbard coming back from some kind of injury. I don't remember what it was. It might have been a broken hand. But, good to see him back there for the Bengals. No, it was a calf injury. I don't know why I thought it was a hand injury. Here's the give to Edwards, and he's stopped right there. Mike Hilton coming around the edge of the line of scrimmage is able to stop Edwards right there at the line of scrimmage. If he got back to the line of scrimmage, it was very close. Not much space, or any space there at all, for Gus Edwards to run. Third and 8 here for the Ravens. Early third down here in the second half. Huntley looks to throw, empty backfield. Now he scrambles, rolls out left, going to try to get the edge. He's going to get the edge, but he's dragged down by Logan Wilson. After Huntley able to gain about 4 on the play. But it's not going to be enough when you need 8 or 9 yards on the play, or to pick up the first down. And the Bengal defense will force a punt. Looks like Wilson had a spy on Huntley, which is definitely a great way to contain a mobile quarterback like Tyler Huntley. So the Ravens is set to punt it away. Taylor back deep to receive for the Bengals. And he's going to call for a fair catch at his own 17-yard line. And that is where Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense will take over for their first drive of the second half, down 10-9 with 12-10 to go here in the third quarter. Oh, you're still here? I'm glad you're still here. Thank you. I appreciate you sticking around. Greatly appreciate that. Alright, so waiting for them to come back from commercial break here. Bengals get the ball at their own 17 after a 42-yard punt. That was actually the first punt of the game, as in the first half they went field goal, pick, touchdown, touchdown, fumble, field goal, end of the half, and that's alternating back and forth between each side. Alright, still waiting for him to come back from commercial. So far, results in the AFC, or in the wild card round: Bills beat the Dolphins, Jaguars beat the Chargers in an unbelievable comeback. The Giants defeated the Vikings, and also yesterday the 49ers easily cruised past the Seahawks. First and 10 from their own 17. Burrow in shotgun, Mixon in the back, lined up to his. Now he shifts over to his left. On his right. Now he's over to his left. Here's the gift to Mixon up the middle. And Mixon, with a good run there, gains about 5, maybe 6 yards in the play. Very good run on first down there for the Bengals. Some updated results in the poll: 64% of you have said the Bengals, 36% have said the Ravens. Bengals offensive line was the same for the first 15 games, now very, very different. Three of the 5 players on the offensive line different than what it was in Week 15 due to injury. Burrow, quick throw to the outside, caught by Jamar Chase. That is going to be close to a first down. It's going to depend on the spot. And let's see. I'm not sure if he got the first down there. It's going to be a 3rd and inches, so just didn't get the first down. Burrow rolls right, looks to throw under pressure. Evades Roquan Smith. Now he looks to take off and run. Burrow gets the first down. It is taken down at the 30-yard line as he picks up the first down. Roquan Smith had the opportunity to get Joe Burrow in the backfield, but Burrow does a great job of avoiding him. And then after it does that, he's able to go scramble for first down. Here is a 1st and 10 from the 30. Burrow in the pistol. Here is the give to Joe Mixon. Up the middle, Mixon. Powerful running, gains 7, maybe 8 yards on the play. And he's been very effective whenever the Bengals have gone to him. He's got a few catches as well. But on the ground, his numbers: 7 carries at 33 yards, and through the air, he's got 2 catches for 9 yards. Very effective so far for the Bengals. Second and 3 here. Mixon shifts from the right of Burrow to his left. They give to Mixon up the middle. He is taken down there. He's able to get the first down. Gains about 4 on the play. And the Bengals convert a first down. Here's a play from the 40 for the Bengals. Actually, the 41 after the first down. First and 10. Looks like they might have a free play. Burrow to the outside. Flag stays in the official's pocket, by the way. And Boyd able to pick up another first down on a gain of 10 on the play, maybe 11 on quick out route and the completion. I thought Adafiola jumped off sides, but apparently not, as no flag comes out on the play. It doesn't really matter, as they would decline the penalty anyway. And they pick up 10 on the play, getting it from the 41 to the 49 of the Ravens, that is. Here is throw to Tyrell Boyd. He's able to pick up about 6 on the play before he is knocked down by Marcus Peters. Sorry. Well, he lost possession of the ball for a second, but then he was able to recontrol. I'll get your comment in a second. Here's a 2nd and 5 from the 44. They give to Pirine, and he is dragged down after a gain of a yard by Washington. It's looking like the Jaguars are the only team that will give the Bills and Chiefs any competition. Well, with how they played the last week, or yesterday, sorry, I don't know why I said that. But definitely seems that way, but I mean, I think the Bengals are definitely a team that could compete with them. Obviously, we've seen them beat the Chiefs already this season. But now, with losing some pieces on the offensive line, that's definitely concerning. And, I mean, just neither team looking great so far in this game. But we got some early movement. Looks like a false start here on the Bengals. But I definitely think both of these teams could give them competition, especially if the Ravens are able to get Lamar Jackson healthy for next week. False start on Jamar Chase. Yeah, early flinch there on Jamar Chase. Bengals very good on third down tonight. On 3rd and 7 plus, they're 3 of 5. This one a 3rd and 9. It's another one that falls under that category. Burrow looks to throw. 4-man rush for the Ravens. He's going to take a shot down the sideline. That's caught by Jamar Chase for a gain of 11 or 12 yards on the play, and a Bengal first down. And their success on 3rd down continues, as they've been good on 3rd down no matter where it is, whether it's a short, medium, or long. They've been able to pick it up. And there's another example of how they're able to pick it up on 3rd and long, as Jamar Chase makes the catch in front of Marlon Humphrey. Jamar Chase, 8 catches, 65 yards and a touchdown. Burrow lined up under center. Samaje Perine, the running back. Play action. Burrow looks to throw to the sideline. That is caught by Jamar Chase again. And he's out of bounds at the 19. And his good day continues. That's his 7th catch of the game so far. Once again, good job by Joe Burrow to find the open receiver and Jamar Chase there. 10-play, 64-yard drive so far. Burrow looks to throw over the middle. That's caught by Hayden Hurst. Hurst stretching for the end zone. Is he in? Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst with a touchdown for the Bengals. And now let's see, are they going to opt to go for 2 because they missed the extra point earlier to make it a touchdown game? It is currently, no, it's, sorry, currently 15-10. The extra point would make it 16-10. 2-point conversion makes it 17-10. Good job by Hayden Hurst to get into the end zone there after catching it at about the 4-yard line. Oh, I actually think he's short. That's a close play. Oh, here's a great view of it. He is... Oh, they've got to, like, stop it right when his knee hits. Got to sync it up and stop it. But it's really close. And I'm sure they'll take a look at it. Now, what do you guys do? Do you guys go for the 2-point conversion to make it a 7-point game? Or would you kick the extra point? I don't know what I do. I might... I think I probably... kick the extra point, but going for 2 isn't the worst idea. I mean, if it was a game where you think you're going to be a shootout, and you would go for 2. Okay, I could definitely see that. I wouldn't argue against it either way. I just think right now, I'd probably just kick the extra point, but I mean, I could see it. If it's a game where points are going to be needed, I mean, I know it's only a 1 point, whether you're going to kick it or go for 2. I'd probably go with just kick it right now, but I mean, you missed one before, it's... I don't know. I would go kick the extra point for now. Seems to be a shootout. Not really. I mean, it's not like a game where it's like right now it's like 24-20 and it doesn't necessarily have the same type of feel. Like watching the Giants and Vikings, it wasn't necessarily a shootout. 31-24 is not necessarily what I would consider a shootout. But, I mean, it had the feel where there would be a lot of points. By the way, Hayden Hurst down at the half-yard line. But, I mean, not a ton of points, and it hasn't necessarily had that feel to it so far. But, I mean, as I said, I'm fine with either one. But we've got a 1st and goal from the half-yard line here for the Bengals. The ball almost in the end zone already. Burrow, quarterback sneak, touchdown. I should have just kept it at 15. Oh, wait, we got a flag. Hold up. I should have just kept it at 9 now. We got a flag. 5:02 to go in the third quarter. If the play stands, it's a touchdown. Offside, so it will stand. Not going to take a touchdown off the board. Penalties declined. And it is a touchdown for the Bengals. I don't know who was the player offside, but Joe Burrow in for a touchdown. Took a pretty big hit from Patrick Queen. They're going to go for 2 here. Going for 2. Burrow in shotgun. Samaje Perine, the running back, wind up to the left. Burrow looks to throw. Going to throw a fade to Higgins. Incomplete. Flag down. Flag comes in. Marcus Peters out there in coverage. Didn't see a flag. What should have been a flag. They're going to call interference. Maybe a little grab on the left arm there. But I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily think that's like the most obvious pass interference of all time. Maybe, I mean, the slightest grab that didn't allow Higgins to go up with his left arm. But I mean, if he goes up, if he's able to get his left arm out and go make an attempt with 2 hands, then no interference, no chance. 2nd and 2 here. Burrow looks to throw. Rolls out right, buying time. And on the run, he fires to the end zone, looking for T. Higgins. That's a touchdown, or 2-point conversion is good, I should say. And it is now 17-10. Bengals take the lead. T. Higgins was the target on both of them, and he's able to come away with this one as the Bengals tack on the 2-point conversion to make it a touchdown game at 17-10. See what the Ravens have on their upcoming possession. They'll get the ball after the kickoff. Pretty uneventful. Their first drive of the half, they went 4 plays, 21 yards before they punted it to the Bengals. Alright, so waiting for him to come back from commercial. After the touchdown and 2-point conversion. Alright, waiting for him to come back from commercial here. And now, before the game started, just according to an ESPN dude that reported the inactives, it was reported that the Ravens would be expected to play both quarterbacks, Tyler Huntley and Anthony Brown. We've only seen Huntley so far, so I don't know if Anthony Brown is going to come in at all. I don't really know why he would, or if that was just inaccurate reporting by his part. So I really have no idea what's going to happen there. But, obviously, time will tell. But waiting for him to come back from commercial here after the touchdown. Ravens going to get the ball back. This time down by 7. Some updated results from the poll. 60% of you have said the Bengals, 40% have said the Ravens. Make sure to vote if you haven't already. Alright, they're back from commercial. McPherson has it teed up and sends it away. Justice Hill back deep. He will field this from his own 2. And on the return, here is Hill. And once again, great kick coverage by the Bengals. And he swung down at his 19-yard line. Maybe got it up to the 20. Not a whole ton of space on the return. Showing a matchup of, on the inside, you've got Tyler Winderbaum and DJ Reader, center against nose tackle. Winderbaum's done a really nice job. The rookie center out of Iowa. He's done a really nice job against DJ Reader tonight. At least of what they're showing right there. First and 10 here, 4:58 to go in the third quarter. Huntley in the pistol, looks to throw. He's pressured, and he's going to dump this off to J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins making moves in the open field, still on his feet. J.K. Dobbins down the sideline, and he's taken down there. Big play there for the Ravens on first down. That is going to be officially marked as a 27-yard gain. Big play on just a simple little check down. J.K. Dobbins making plays happen. Uh-oh. Having trouble. Alright. Give me a second. Hold up. I don't know why I had a problem right there. Hold on, waiting for a second. Waiting for this to reload. Alright, here we are. Loading. Alright, here we go. Huntley to throw. He's going to dump this off to Gus Edwards. And Edwards still on his feet, taken down inside our Bengals territory at the 40. After he was able to turn and check that into another nice gain. So many people working in stream. Was 11 people on here a minute ago. Yeah, I greatly appreciate you guys for being here. Greatly appreciated. First and 10 here for the Ravens. With 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter from the Bengals' 41-yard line, Huntley is going to hand off to Edwards, and he's taken down right there at the line of scrimmage at the 41-yard line. No space for him to run on that play. But overall in the game, they've been pretty good at running the football. 3.7 yards of carries, okay. J.K. Dobbins has been really effective. 10 carries for 53 yards. Huntley looks to throw, going to take a deep shot down the field. Wide open receiver. Demarcus Robinson, touchdown for the Ravens. They answer right back. Wide open receiver. 5-play, 81-yard drive. Eli Apple beaten in coverage there. Comes up when it appears as he doesn't need to. And then that leaves the back end wide open. And Huntley makes an accurate throw to Demarcus Robinson for a big play touchdown. The extra point for Justin Tucker to make it a 17-17 ball game, tied up. His kick up and good to make it 17-17. Hopefully we get a lively chat in here someday. Well, I appreciate you for being active in the chat, so thank you. And obviously I appreciate all of you for being here. 17-17 tied up, so looking back on it now, a good decision to go for 2 here after the Bengals scored their touchdown a moment ago, because they had because it's now tied up, otherwise it'd be 17-16. So looking back on it, seems to be a good decision. Alright, so waiting for them to come back from commercial. Let's see if the Bengals can answer the touchdown drive. I'm going to go ahead and move the ball marker from the Ravens to the Bengals, as they'll be set to receive the kickoff. Now, the Ravens, they've tied their... I'll get to your comment in a second. They've tied their high in their last 5 games in terms of points without Lamar Jackson. That was 17. That came in the 17-9 win over the Falcons. They've been pretty good offensively tonight. 154 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air. Also 85 yards on the ground. Not overly effective, but pretty good, I would say. 3.7 yards a carry. But 3 division games this wildcard weekend. 3... Yeah, that's true. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but actually, fun fact I saw. For the 3rd time ever, the wild card consists of games we've seen every game in the regular season for the 3rd time. So that's just a fun fact because we've seen them all, and we've actually gotten the same result on every game. Well, no, we've gotten some games we've seen twice because of the in-division. Like the Giants over Vikings, that was a different result. This game obviously is still going on. Don't know what's going to happen here yet. 49ers beat the Seahawks for the 3rd time. Jaguars again beat the Chargers. And the Bills are now 2-1 against the Dolphins on the season. After the Dolphins won in Week 3, Buffalo has won both meetings in Buffalo. Obviously today. And then, Week 13, was it? I don't remember. Justin Tucker sends it away. And this kick is a touchback as it bounced in the end zone. And Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense will take over at their own 25. Now I'm curious. I need to figure out when the Dolphins played the Bills for the 2nd time. That was 18, 17, 16, Week 15. Bucks over Cowboys in Week 1. Yeah, that was Sunday Night Football, right? A pretty boring game, I remember that. Check down to Joe Mixon. Mixon is going to make a move and gain 8 on the play. And we reach 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. But the Buccaneers over Cowboys in Week 1. I think that'll be I think that could be a pretty good game next week. I don't necessarily think that'll be an amazing game. I just hope we get a better game than their Week 1 game. Because, I mean, that game, if you guys remember, that was a pretty boring game. Here's the give to Mixon. He's stuffed right there. Roquan Smith makes the tackle right at the line of scrimmage. And Joe Mixon has absolutely nowhere to go with. Week 1 matchup in Dallas, this one in Tampa. That's also true. I'll get back to that in a second. Back shoulder to Higgins, almost a spectacular catch, incomplete. Higgins looking for a flag. 3rd and 2. That's actually a really good decision to go to back shoulder to see Higgins right there. Bigger receiver. I really actually like that decision one-on-one with Marcus Peters. He's got like over-the-top type coverage. He's got a step on him. That's a really good decision to go right there. Obviously, I don't know what the coverage looked like, but I just like the decision to go give your bigger receiver in T. Higgins a chance at a back shoulder. I like the idea there by Joe Burrow. 4th and 2. Bengals will be forced to punt. I believe it's their first punt of the day. Fourth and 2. They send it away. Ravens will get the ball. Fair catch called for at the 18-yard line by James Prochet. Now tomorrow, I think it'll be a pretty good game. Obviously, we will also have a live watch party for that, as I try to do as many as I can in the playoffs. And yes, we'll have a live watch party for that tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss that tomorrow when we start that or any other upcoming videos. But I think it'll be a pretty good game. Neither team has really lived up to expectations so far this season. I mean, the Cowboys, they were really good. Or not really good, I should say. They were good. The Buccaneers did not live up to expectations. I thought they'd be a really, really good team. One of the top seeds in the NFC. But I think it'll still be a pretty close game. My friend is a Vikings fan. Since the Vikings lost, he has to wear a Rodgers Packers jersey from month to work. Wow. It's quite the bet he had there. Yeah, the Vikings, they were a weird team all season long. They were they looked like frauds at some point, like the first half against the Colts, obviously against the Packers, the second time, that one in Lambeau, then the game against the Cowboys, and then they also looked really good at other times. Like, they looked great against the Bills. Then, I mean, they were never really, like, the greatest team. They didn't really destroy a lot of teams and have the most convincing wins. And then they had some really ugly losses, making people feel like that they might not be, like, the greatest team. And it showed that the Giants, they're able to get revenge of the Vikings and advance to the playoffs. Or advance to the divisional round of the playoffs. From the 18, Huntley hands off to Gus Edwards. He bounces this outside. Edwards, good running, gets 9, maybe 10 yards and picks up first down, but I think it's going to be a little short. Good run there from Gus Edwards on first down. His friend is a Cowboy fan, and if the Cowboys lose, he has to wear a Brady jersey for a month. Oh, wow. Quite the bets they got. Up there, results in the poll, 56% of you guys have said the Bengals, 44% have said the Ravens. Here's the give to Edwards up the middle. He's got a first down and gains 2 on the play. They ended up marking that as a 9-yard pickup there on first down, so that's a gain of 2 and a first down. Alright, but end of the third quarter there. Sorry, I was getting a drink for a second. And quarter number 4 is coming up. Ravens with the ball here. Alright, but fourth quarter coming up, tied at 17. It's actually been a really, really close and entertaining game, despite the Ravens being without Omar Jackson. And I thought they would really need him to stay in this game, but instead they've been able to make it a very close game. His friend gets to choose whether it's Patriots or Buccaneers jersey. Well, at least that's the good part. I mean, it's still a Brady jersey either way. And to my updated score prediction, I've stuck with the Bengals. consistently. They were my pregame pick. They were my halftime pick. I'm gonna stick with them, and they'll be my. I'm gonna stick with the prediction of the Bengals heading into the fourth quarter. And as far as my updated score goes, I said 27-17. I still think that's very much in play, and we'll go instead 27-24. Alright, so they're back from commercial break here. Ravens with the football for a 1st and 10 to begin the fourth quarter. According to Next Gen Stats, the Bengals with a 69% chance to win. Ravens with 31%. Here's Hunt with the keeper. He stumbles, still able to regain his footing, and then taken down, just tripped up after a gain of 3. Bengals 24-20. That's I could definitely see that. I think it'll end up being about a 3-point game. Well, like that. A 4-point game, 3-point game. Somewhere very close game. I don't really think either team pulls away that much. Turf Monster tripped Huntley up there before he was eventually taken down by Bengal linebacker. Here's the gift to Edwards running left, and he's able to gain about 5 on the play, a 2nd and 6 to make it a 3rd and 1. Gus Edwards has seen an increased role as the game has progressed. It started off not really in the game much, then as the game has progressed, he's now got more carries than J.K. Dobbins, actually, at 11-10. I mean, it's very close. Pretty even split between the two, both good running backs. I think Dobbins is a bit better, but I mean, still, Edwards a very good back. Here is play action. Huntley looks to throw. He's going to take a shot down the sideline for Andrews. What a catch by Mark Andrews. Great catch over Jesse Bates. And 1st and 10 here for the Ravens. That's a great catch there by Mark Andrews. He's got a hand in his face. Then that's a really good catch by Mark Andrews. Injured player down on the field for the Ravens. Hopefully he's okay. Mark Andrews has had a really quiet night so far. Obviously, he had that one really odd rush opportunity, and then he was two catches for 13 yards before that play. That play puts him up to 3 for 38. Still a pretty quiet day for Mark Andrews. That play is also officially marked as a... Never mind, has not updated yet. But, let's see. Let's do some math. 25-yard gain on 3rd and 1 there for the Ravens. Their second longest of the day. Their longest play was that 41-yard touchdown that we saw, the most recent score by either side. Right tackle Morgan Moses was injured for the Ravens on that play. Hopefully he's okay. Alright, waiting for him to come back from commercial after the injury. Obviously, hopefully he's okay. Alright, so the Bengals, the Ravens, they've got a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line of the Bengals. Still waiting for them to come back from commercial. But they pick up 1st down on 3rd and 1 after the 25-yard completion to Mark Andrews. Morgan Moses, their right tackle, was injured on the play. Doesn't seem to be anything that unusual. He might have gotten stepped on, like rolled his ankle. Super Bowl 46 stopped your cousin from making those bets. You had to wear an Eli Manning jersey for a week. Those bets always, they're either going to be really good or really bad. Huntley on the keeper. Plenty of space ahead. Tyler Huntley in the open field. Down the sideline to the pylon. Shoved out just shy of the goal line. Big run for Tyler Huntley. And the Ravens, they're starting to get going offensively. Even with Tyler Huntley at quarterback, shows what he can do there. Shoved out by Jesse Bates at about the 3-yard line. She cried. She would have cried the entire week. Wow, that's a lot. Big run there for Tyler Huntley. Gain of 35 on the play. The Ravens have it at the 2.5-yard line. All over the tight end in motion. Play action. Huntley flips this one out to right guard. The fullback, incomplete. Pass too short there. That'll bring up a 2nd and goal with 12:26 to go. In the 4th quarter, tied at 17. Oh, that might have gotten tipped. I can't tell. But that was... Here's a good look. Did it get tipped? Can't tell. But, very, very close. That might have gotten tipped. 2nd and goal here. Here is the run up the middle. Edwards is going to get stopped at the 1. Von Bell comes up from the safety spot. Also, Jermaine Pratt in on the stop. As the Bengals defense does a good job on 1st and 2nd down. Let's see if they can come up with another good play here on 3rd down. Von Bell and Jermaine Pratt combine for a big stop there. Third and goal, quarterback sneak. Huntley fumbles the ball. Sam Hubbard's got it. Running it back. Hubbard, nobody in front of him. Can he get chased down by Mark Andrews? Hubbard still on his feet. Hubbard still going. Sam Hubbard gonna take it in for a touchdown. Bengals score. Wow, what a play. What a turn of events. Huntley's trying to say he got in. He did not. The ball got knocked out of his hand. Before he could jump up and break the plane, he had it he held it over his head. Whoever 57 is, that's Jermaine Pratt again. He does a great job of not letting Huntley get any further. Here's a great view. No, the ball doesn't even come close to the goal line. And then they do a great job of knocking it out. It goes right to Sam Hubbard. What a defensive play made by the Bengals. And right when the Ravens are starting to look really good offensively, the Bengals defense comes up with an absolutely massive play. McPherson for the extra point. Remember, he missed one earlier. Let's see if he can hit this one. His kick is up, and it is good. 24-17. Of Bengals. Their defense comes up and makes an absolutely huge play, stopping Tyler Huntley short. Who forced that fumble? I couldn't tell. Logan Wilson forced the fumble. Sam Hubbard returns it 98 yards for a touchdown. But you also have to give a lot of credit to Jermaine Pratt. I mean, he's not going to show up on the stat sheet there, but I mean, he is what really makes that play. Because if Huntley is able to get forward at all, he is in for a touchdown. Her hatred for Eli and the Giants was so powerful, she offered her coworkers $750. Wow, if she didn't have to wear the jersey. Her friend turned it down so she ended up having to wear it. Wow, that's a lot just to not have to wear a jersey. But that greatly explains how much she doesn't like manning the Giants. Huge play made by the Bengals defense. What a play. Alright, so the Ravens, they're going to get the ball back. They had a really good drive going before the fumble, which ended up in 7 points going the other way. But that drive was really good for the Ravens. They had two big plays back-to-back, actually, with the Huntley scramble and then the Andrews 25-yard catch. And then the Huntley scramble. It was a 9-play, 80-yard drive. You can talk to her about any team in the league except the Giants. Mention them and she'll most likely never talk to you ever again. Wow. That is the longest fumble return for a touchdown in postseason history. 98 yards. McPherson sends it away here. And the kick is going to be a touchback as it bounces over the head of Justice Hill. And the Ravens get the ball back at their own 25. Huntley and the offense back onto the field. Tyler Huntley was actually been pretty good tonight for the Ravens, as he has 179 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick as well. But it's also added 48 rushing yards. Now, that fumble was costly, but I mean, it's really not a ton he could do. I mean, if he's going to go up and over, then there's really no way to protect the football, because like, you can't go reach the ball out and then still protect the football. That's just, you can't do those two things at once. 31 for the Bengals. That is Michael Thomas, their safety, injured on the play. Hopefully he's okay. He gets helped off the field. By the way, Morgan Moses for the Ravens, their right tackle, he's back on the field after getting injured on their previous possession. So glad to see he's okay. Huntley, play action, looks to throw. He gets sacked. Mike Hilton comes in on the corner blitz, and he takes down Huntley for a loss on the play. Looks like we got a loss of about 8 on the play. Maybe 9. I would say about 8, though. Yeah, 2nd and 18 after the play. 11 minutes to go here in the game. Huntley hands off to Dobbins, running right. He is going to get the sack yardage back. Maybe extra yard as well to make this about a 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. Regardless, 3rd and long. Third and 9 here for the Ravens. Bengal defense looking to come up with yet another big stop. But that is a really just a tremendous goal line stand down there by the Bengals defense on that previous drive. forcing them to get to 3rd and goal, then forcing the fumble, and obviously you know the rest. 3rd and 9, Huntley to throw, pressured, hit as he throws, ball's out, scooped up by Riker, the fullback. They're gonna mark this incomplete. Actually, if that's a fumble, I know you never really want to fumble, but that's best case scenario for the Ravens right there. Huntley, yeah, that's 100% an incomplete pass. Arm clearly coming forward. Just arm was kind of like going like up, and that's what caused it to just have a extremely high arc on it and not really go anywhere. But I believe they should mark that, or they should definitely mark that incomplete. I don't know what the ruling on the field is though. I think they said incomplete. Yeah, 4th and 9. So the Bengal defense forces a 3 and out, and they come up big again. First with a 98-yard fumble return, now a quick 3 and out. And the Bengals will get the ball back. Trent Taylor back deep to receive the punt for the Bengals. 10:08 to go here in the 4th quarter. Ravens kick it away. On the return from the 21, he loses the ball. It's out of bounds. Taylor loses the football. It's going to remain Bengals ball. But that would have been a disaster. I've been wondering what my cousin would do, or thinks watch do, if Tom Brady joined the Giants. She absolutely loves Tom Brady. She'd even said she'd leave her husband if Tom asked him to marry, and that she's so crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, I don't really think Brady would ever join the Giants, especially with how good Daniel Jones has been this season. I mean, he hasn't been like the greatest quarterback of all time, like Tom Brady is, but I mean, he's been very good, especially today. Had himself a really good game and was by far one of the biggest reasons the Giants won. An absolutely huge, making big plays with his arm and his legs. He had over 300 passing yards and also, I believe, like almost 80 rushing yards, maybe even more. 78 rushing yards. He had 301 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and then ran the ball 17 times for 78 yards. He was actually, I would think he had the most, yeah, he had the most carries of any Giant. He had 17 of their 30 rushes in the game. Oh no, did not mean to do that. Alright, so waiting for him to come back from commercial break here after the punt and fumble, which ended up skipping out of bounds, so it didn't really matter. Yeah, I'm still leaning towards Raiders or Dolphins, maybe 49ers. Yeah, I think Raiders. I'll get back to that in a second. Bengals win percentage before the fumble, 45.8%. After the touchdown, 87.6%. But I really think if Brady comes back next season, I think it's going to be the Raiders. I don't think they're going to do it with the Dolphins. I'll get back to that in a second. Mixon up the middle, he stopped there for a yard. But, I mean, the Raiders, they're going to be without a quarterback. I don't really think they're going to look for one in the draft. I mean, they could, but I think they're going to have to trade up if they want one. Maybe Anthony Richardson falls down, but, I mean, he's kind of such a weird prospect. He's so athletic, so good for the quarterback position, yet so raw and unproven. Especially as a passer. As a runner, the potential right there is unbelievable. He's got unbelievable potential, which is why I think teams could take a chance on him in the first round. Because of how good he could be. I'll get back to that in a second. Quick throw outside to T. Higgins. And another short gain. Actually, bigger gain here. Higgins gained 6 on great effort play there from T. Higgins. As fights through contact, Marlon Humphrey grabbing his left ankle down for... No, right ankle down for the Ravens. Hopefully he's okay. But, what I was saying is I think it's going to be... I think the Raiders, because, I mean, Derek Carr, he's out of there. They benched him. He wrote, like, some kind of... I didn't read it, but I just heard he wrote, like, a goodbye message to Las Vegas. And then, obviously, Brady's a free agent. I don't think he returns to Tampa Bay. I think he probably goes Raiders. 49ers, I mean, the 49ers, they've got their own quarterback problem right now. Because, I mean, the 49ers, they have a good quarterback problem. But, they've got Brock Purdy, who, I mean, is obviously undefeated as a starter right now. Playing great football. 4 touchdowns yesterday. And then also, they've got Trey Lance. I mean, they just... Get back to that in a second. But, Burrow in shotgun here, 3rd and 3. Pump fakes. Now checks down to Pirine, but that's a bad throw and incomplete. Ravens defense now forces a 3rd down. Or, a 4th down, sorry. I think he wanted to go to Jamar Chase in the slant, but he was covered. I'll get back to what I was saying during the commercial break about the 49ers, and then also get to your comment. Punted away, almost blocked. But they punted away. Ravens get the ball. Prochet makes the catch. Fields the punt, and it's out of bounds at the 28. Flag is down. The punter was also taken down. I think it might have been by a Bengal, but I'm not sure. It's going to depend here. No. Actually, by a Raven, the diving Raven who attempted to block the punt. I don't think he got a finger on it, because it was still a pretty good kick. He hits the leg. Punter falls down. 1st down for the Bengals. I don't think he gets a piece of it. Because, I mean, if he gets a piece of it, that's a big call, because that completely wipes out the penalty. Because if you get a piece of the ball, you could do whatever you want to the punter. Obviously, you can't go, go punch the guy, because obviously that would be a personal foul. But here's the give to Mixon for a yard. But, if you hit the punter, it really doesn't matter once you get a piece of the ball. Marlon Humphrey back on the field. Good thing to see there. Glad he's okay. But, what I was saying, the 49ers, are they going to give up on Trey Lance, who they spent 3 first-round picks to trade up and get? And stick with Brock Purdy, who, I mean, may end up winning them a Super Bowl. But, I don't know. And then, I'll get to your comment about Sean Payton and Tom Brady. 2nd and 10 at Burrow. Scans the field. Mixon drops the check down. 3rd and 10 here. 8:04 to go. And then, but I have been hearing Payton would like to join Brady, but the Saints want too many picks for Payton. Now, I actually never heard of the idea. I know it's happened before, but now I didn't realize the Saints would get compensated for Sean Payton going somewhere. I thought he's it's not like a free agent, but like a free agent, where I didn't realize the Saints would be getting something back for Sean Payton. I thought he's just a coach who's unemployed right now. like Doug Peterson was. The Eagles didn't get anything back for Doug Peterson, because I guess they fired him. Burrow goes down for the sack. Big loss there on 3rd down. He's still under contract. Yeah, that's true, but yeah, I get when you fire someone, you terminate their contract. That does make sense now that you think about it. So he's still a part of the Saints. He's just no longer their head coach, right? Or is that not right? Here is the punt. This time, no flag on the play. James Prochet on the return, weaving his way through defenders, taken down at the 19. And that is where the Ravens will take over. Peyton wasn't fired. He retired. Yeah, that's true. Because, like, he's under contract through 2024. But, that's true, because when a player like Tom Brady, I remember talking about this with you before, you've said Brady, retire, unretire thing was try to get into becoming a free agent, and I guess that would be the same thing with the coach. And, but yeah, I do think the Saints are going to want a lot back for Sean Payton. Because, obviously, very good coach, great offensive mind. Quarterback comparison tonight, Tyler Huntley, 13 of 19, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. He's also been sacked once. Joe Burrow, 22 of 30, 200 yards exactly. 2 touchdowns, no picks, has been sacked 4 times. Updated results in the poll, Bengals have 60% of the vote, Ravens with 40%, 7:18 to go in the game. From the 19, the Ravens begin their drive. Here's the gift to J.K. Dobbins running left. Dobbins bounces this outside and is taken down right there at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go for Dobbins. But still anyone's game, so I can see why you guys are still splitting the poll. Second and 10. Under 7 minutes to go. We've got 6:50 right now. Second and 10. Huntley looks to throw. Pump fakes, now throws to the sideline, wide open receiver Mark Andrews. And he's forced out by Eli Apple at the 49. Another big play to Andrews for the Ravens. But regarding the Peyton issue, the Saints could bring in Tom Brady, and maybe Peyton would come back. Now that I could definitely see. Well, I could see that, but then the Saints, I do remember hearing, they said Dennis Allen will be their head coach in 2023. And, but I mean, getting Sean Payton back, I don't really think they'd say, no, you can't come back. Here's the gift to Dobbins. He takes a huge hit. Actually, that wasn't even Dobbins that took the hit. That was center Tyler Winderbaum. But a Dobbins, no gain anyway. Gronk has been saying he's bored, so maybe he has another return to the NFL. But, I don't know. I also don't think it would be like the Saints would bring in a division rival, but I mean, he is Tom Brady. If you're going to do it for anyone, it's going to be Tom Brady. Second and 10 here, but I actually haven't heard that with Peyton wanting to team up with Brady. Here's a quick throw, batted at the line and incomplete. DJ Reader got a hand on it and deflected the pass. Oh, what's up? Just watching Bengals and Ravens right now. How about you? How are you today? Third and 10 here for the Ravens. 5:15 to go. 24-17. Bengals lead. From their own 48. Huntley, empty backfield. He looks to throw. Under pressure. And Huntley goes down for the sack. Back at the 39-yard line. Another big play made by the Bengals defense. B.J. Hill in on the sack. And now 5 minutes remain in the game. And the Bengals defense forces a punt. Sane? Well, I appreciate you joining the stream and saying hello. I greatly appreciate that. Also, who do you think's gonna win between Bengals Ravens right now? Here's at 14, 5-yard return up to the 19 by Trent Taylor. I think I remember saying I'd love to work with Tom. Like, when he's been retired? Or like when he was still with the Saints? Because, I mean... But, I mean, obviously, I still think it could be like that. Here's the handoff to Joe Mixon up the middle. Mixon still on his feet, fighting. He's able to gain 7, maybe 8 yards on the play. Flag is down. 4:27 to go. That'll come back. Jackson Carman, the rookie left tackle, who's replacing the injured Jonah Williams, who left before halftime. We've not seen him return, by the way. So I guess he's probably out for the rest of the game. But holding penalties on him. And Jonah Williams has a left knee injury. He was questionable to return, has not yet returned. So I guess he's out for the game. 1st and 19 after the penalty. From their own 10, Burrow looks to throw. Scans the field and fires a little bit too high for Jamar Chase to haul in. Incomplete. That'll bring up a 2nd and 19, stopping the clock with 4:24 to go. Each side still without 3 timeouts. Updated results in the poll. Updated results in poll. Bengals with 59% of the vote. Ravens with 41% of the vote. Second and 19, once again from the 10-yard line. Samaje Perine, the running back. Burrow looks to throw on 3rd and long. Underneath, that is complete to Hayden Hurst. He's able to gain 9 yards. And make this maybe 8 yards, actually. But, it's going to be a 4th and long. Ravens field goal. Oh, yeah, that's right. Field goal and your score prediction is right. Because you said 24-20 at halftime. Like, coming out of the half, you said 24-20. That is right. I do remember that. Oh, wait, that was 2nd down. Sorry, I thought that was 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 10. T. Higgins in motion. Burrow looks to throw. Escapes the pocket. And now he's going to take off and run. Burrow trying to get to the sideline. He is taken down inbounds. Gains about half of what's needed, about 4 yards on the play. And the Ravens will get the ball back as the Bengals will be forced to punt it away. Not much space to run there for Burrow once he decided to pull it down. He was still looking to run once he got outside the pocket, but I mean, there's nowhere for him to go with the football or really run. 4th and 6 here. Bengals send on the punt unit. James Prochet back deep to receive for the Ravens. 3:25 to go. Oh, I'm too dumb to have too young to have a Tom Brady moment. Forgetting the down. I saw your comment, then I was like, what do you mean by that? And then I remembered. But, it happens. Happens to everybody. Flag down in the play. Got a false start on rookie Daxton Hill on the punt. Not every day you see a false start on a punt. That backs him up to a 4th and 11 here. Here is kick Prochet. Fields it at his own 33. Flag is in. On the return, he's able to get the edge, and he is out of bounds at the 45. Let's check on the flag before we say it's actually good starting field position for the Ravens. 3:14 to go in the 4th quarter. Alright, so we've got some kind of illegal running out of bounds on Daxton Hill. Five-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. So that'll give the Ravens the ball at, let's see, where exactly are they going to be? They're going to be at the Bengals' 46-yard line. So the Ravens, they get the ball, and apparently it is, you can't run out of bounds on your own. I thought you could on like a punt like that, but apparently not, as rookie Daxton Hill gets flagged for it. 1st and 10 from the 46. Here's the throw out to Mark Andrews. He gains 6 on the play. Second and 4, Mark Andrews in the postseason. Tonight is his career high with 73 yards. His previous career high was 41. He has been pretty quiet in the postseason. 31, 39, they took that away, 41, and then I think another game in the 40s. Never really had a truly great game in the postseason. Huntley on the keeper here is just going to go down after a gain of 2. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Gets half of what's needed there. Third and 2 here. Third and 2. Here is Huntley. Looks to throw off play action. He's going to jump this out to Hill in the flat. Hill diving for the first down. Ball is out. We're saying he's down. Did he get the first down? They already given the first down. A lot of things happened on that play. Oh no, he's about half a yard short. Actually, almost exactly half a yard short. Logan Wilson makes a big tackle there on Justice Hill. He's half a yard short. And is definitely down before the ball comes out. So now this is the 2-minute warning. So now the Bengals cannot challenge that play. So it would have to be overturned by replay. But the replay review in the booth. And I mean, I don't know if they're going to do that. They should, because he's clearly half a yard short. But I don't know if they're going to. They should. Alright, so 2 minutes to go here. Bengals up 24-20. Ravens have the ball. It's going to probably be about 4th and half a yard. Because that was 3rd and 2. It's going to be marked as 1, but I mean, got about a yard and a half. So it's going to be half a yard short, or should be. And then a first down is at the Bengals 37-yard line. So I mean, still a chance, but first they're going to have to come up with this 4th down. Alright, waiting for them to come back from commercial break here after the 2-minute warning. Alright, 2 minutes to go here. Let's see. Did they reverse this ruling? He's clearly half a yard short. This view is by far the best view of it. Replay looked at it. They marked it short. Technically called replay assist. So we got 4th and half a yard. 4th and inches. Obviously, well, you don't have to go for this, but I mean, you're probably going to. Because you punt the ball away, you get a 3 and out, you've got all 3 timeouts. But they're going to go for this, I would too. Inside Bengals territory. If you're inside your own territory, deep inside your own territory, definitely consider punting it. Huntley on the keeper, he's got a first down. Kick the field goal. That would make your score prediction correct, but I mean, they're not going to kick a field goal here. They need the... It was a long field goal anyway. It would have been about, what was it, 52 yards? I mean, that got Justin Tucker easily in his range. Made a 66-yarder last year. But they're not going to kick a field goal and you need a touchdown. Just no point in doing that. 1st and 10. Huntley, empty backfield. Dobbins splits out as the receiver. Huntley almost throws a pick. Trying to find Dobbins out of the backfield. Logan Wilson almost picks that off. But a bit too low to make a good catch attempt at it. 1:20 to go here. 2 timeouts for the Bengals. 3 timeouts for the Bengals. 2 for the Ravens. I don't remember when the Ravens spent their first timeout. When did they spend their first timeout? Because each team had 3, and then after the 2-minute warning, I just look up, and the Ravens somehow have 2 timeouts left. Huntley, quick throw. Wow, that was a tight window. He got that through to Marcus Robinson. That's complete. Flag down on the play. $1:17 to go. We've got a flag down, so let's see what this is. It's illegal contact. On Cameron Taylor-Britt of, actually, illegal hands to the face of the Bengals, the corner. This guy working on DeMarcus Robinson. That's a great throw by Tyler Huntley. Good coverage by Taylor-Britt. Makes a play on the ball. That's a really, really good throw by Tyler Huntley. So now 1st and 10 here for the Ravens. 1:17 to go. Down by a touchdown, 24-17. Ravens with the ball at the 28-yard line of the Bengals. Huntley looks to throw. Going to dump this off to Dobbins. And he's got a first down. Picks up 11. And the clock still runs. We now hit a minute to go in the game. If you're the Ravens, if you score, do you go for 2? I feel like John Harbaugh does. We've seen him do it before, but we've also seen him do it and fail before. With the season on the line, I don't know, do you? I'm not the type of person to do that. But I mean, we've seen John Harbaugh do it before. Like, if this was a regular season game, I would consider it. Huntley looks to throw. Over the middle, almost picked. Drain Pratt got a hand on it. Trying to find Mark Andrews between the second and third level of the defense. About 3 to 4 defenders in the area. Pratt gets a hand on it and knocks it down. So 2nd and 10 here. 29 seconds to go. 2 timeouts for the Ravens. They're going to run the football. Justice Hill tries to bounce this outside. Does he have that speed? Nope. Got a flag down. And he's going to pick up 3, maybe 4 yards on the play. But let's check the flag. Got offensive holdings. That'll back the Ravens up another 10 yards. And back them up to a 2nd and 10. It's on right guard Kevin Zeitler. Now the Ravens, they don't have to worry about getting out of bounds because they have 2 timeouts. The Bengals, they also have 3 timeouts. But I mean, 2nd and 20 here. Obviously, you might want to get out of bounds on one play. But I mean, the middle of the field is not completely like you can't go to the middle of the field. You could. Obviously, you'd like to save a timeout. But I'll get to your comment in a second. Huntley, plenty of time. Now he rolls out. And down the field he fires. It's incomplete, looking for Mark Andrews. And that's going to rip a 3rd and 20. That's a play where you just needed something. If he could have taken off and ran for 7, 8 yards, I'd rather deal with a 3rd and 12 than a 3rd and 20. I've been hearing about Jim Harbaugh coming back to the NFL. Been hearing some fans of teams talking about it. I've also heard that. I mean, I feel like last year, this year, like, I don't know. I've heard the Broncos, right? John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. He just calls it right here. First, wait a minute. That was the Bengals that just spent their first timeout with 15 seconds to go. That was the Bengals. As the play clock was winding down, the Bengals spent the timeout. Now that leaves each side with 2 left. I still think the 49ers did him dirty. I don't really know the exact situation of what happened. I just know he was coaching the 49ers when he coached against his, obviously, brother John Harbaugh against the Ravens in the Super Bowl. Ravens won the Super Bowl, and then he's been in college for what I remember. But here we go. 3rd and 20 from the 27-yard line. Empty backfield for Huntley. 4-man rush for the Bengals. Huntley pressured. On the run, Huntley looking for somewhere to go. To the sideline, incomplete. 8 seconds to go. 4th and 20. You needed something on those last 2 plays. Obviously, you've got 4th down to work with. But you just needed something. Fourth and 20, timeouts called for by the Ravens, their 2nd of the half. They'll have 1 remaining. Bengals have 2 remaining. 8 seconds to go. The game comes down to this. 4th and 20. I mean, you don't have to go to the end zone. I mean, I'd probably just go to the end zone. He stood up for Kaepernick, then got destroyed in the media. Yeah, I don't remember that. Fourth and 20. And before the snap, we've got whistles and a timeout now called for by the Bengals. They want to talk things over. 8 seconds back on the clock. Eight seconds to go, 4th and 20. Now, that doesn't have to be in the end zone. First down is inside the 7-yard line. But I think I'd just go to the end zone here. 4th and 20. 8 seconds to go. Huntley looks to throw. Season comes down to this. Backpedals. Chucks it deep. It is... Oh, man, that was almost caught by James Prochet in the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Clock hits zeros. Game is over. I think Harbaugh wanted to keep Kaepernick, but the 49ers organization didn't. Okay. But a final score, Bengals 24, Ravens 17. Final 4 teams now in the AFC, Bengals, Bills, Jaguars, and Chiefs. Bengals will play the Bills, Jaguars will play the Chiefs. After the Bengals defeat the Ravens by a score of 24-17, sorry. Close game. Ravens had a chance to win it at the end. Just holding penalty really put him behind the sticks. Pretty good game. Yeah, pretty good game. Good second half. First half was kind of slow. But overall, a solid game. Huntley just chucked it deep. There was multiple Bengals there. It was tipped and almost caught by James Prochet at the back of the end zone. Here's a good look at it. Tipped by Mike Hilton, and Prochet just can't get to it in time. That would have been some play if he was able to catch that. But Bengals advance. And that's going to be it for this stream. We'll obviously be back tomorrow. So make sure to subscribe. Turn on notifications so don't miss tomorrow's stream. Which will begin at 8 Eastern. 15 minutes before kickoff of the Cowboys-Buccaneers game. Have a great night. See you tomorrow night. Yeah, hope you all have a great rest of your night. Make sure to like this stream, subscribe, turn on notifications to don't miss any of the upcoming videos or live streams. I do my best to post as often as possible. I will see you guys tomorrow night for the Cowboys against the Buccaneers. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and I will see you in the next video.